for advanced clinical educational seminars. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to interview the great PJ Mainville, the head trainer for the Chicago Cubs. Here is the interview with PJ. Thank you for taking a little time out of your busy schedule today, PJ. I really appreciate it.
Sure. Happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your background that led the path for you becoming the head trainer for the great Chicago Cubs.
I actually started off very early. I actually was not actually even licensed. I was actually a junior in college when I started as an intern. Spent 2 years with the Baltimore Orioles in that role, and finally got hired on, went to rookie ball, and from there progressed through their system, hitting low A ball, high A ball, double A for 3 years, triple A for 3 years, and ultimately transitioning to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Spent 4 years there as the minor league medical coordinator and rehabilitation. Also from there transitioning to the assistant athletic trainer with the Arizona Diamondbacks, working with Ken Crenshaw. And that's where myself and Neil worked together in the past. So obviously a really fun ride. After that was an opportunity to come here to the Chicago Cubs. This is my 7th season with them. Obviously it's been a really good run. Having seen both sides of the fence, coming in and having as much success over the last few years has been an incredible journey.
That's right. You know, you were nice enough to speak for me at the initial DNS International Symposium in 2013 in Chicago.
Yep.
I think you just finished your first year with the Cubs, and as I remember, your description of the team at that time was quote-unquote rebuilding.
We were rebuilding.
and
Yep.
Look at where you've come all the way to a world championship within a few years, which is actually incredible.
Yeah.
And my congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So, we're going to have this Congress. We're going to have a 2-day baseball course with the 4 of you guys, which sounds like it should be quite a lot of fun. Wonder if you had any thoughts about where you think it might be going.
You know, this is a really unique experience. I look at the lineup of headliners in regards to the professionals that are speaking, the experts, if you will.
Like Professor Carlage and Hodges and Stecco.
Amazing talents, just incredible, brilliant minds that are coming together. And then as you look at some of the other practitioners that have surrounded them over the years, obviously very strong in the DNS front, and then myself along with Neil and Andrew Hauser, kind of utilizing a lot of their areas of expertise, and I guess holistically creating a philosophy base that's allowed us to, evolve just the same in our clinical set.
Yeah, and I think in talking with Dr. Winchester about it, he was excited about the concept of getting a few cases to assess maybe, and then having a chance to see, what he would do, and then maybe bounce off how you or Neil or Andrew might address the same thing, so that the audience can start to get an idea of that there may not only be one best approach, but that with enough experience and expertise, you can form your own approach, and that there may be multiple ways to get to the end result.
Sure. No, I think that's what makes it fun. I always call it, as time goes on, you're creating your philosophy. As you've kind of continued to grow as a professional and looking at all these subsets of different disciplines of, methodology of practitioners, I think what you're able to do is kind of pull down what's best fitting for that moment, working with that patient. And I think that's where the art of it comes together, albeit, these experts that are being brought in obviously are very good at that side of it as well. I just think our practical sense of working with Major League Baseball players each and every day really puts it to the front lines of creating or trying to master that art. Whether you master it ever, I don't know. I don't think so. But you try. You try to make a run at it.
Well, it's not. As I like to say, it's not about being right, but it's about getting it right. So it's
Exactly.
a process.
It is definitely a process.
Yeah.
So.
And with that course, would you say that's something that really your baseball clinic is really just for baseball players, or how do you see that?
No, it's actually, I think, pretty unique in a sense that I think anyone will be able to take this information back with them. And maybe it's just a different perspective, maybe they think along the same lines, but it's just a little bit different, that they're able to take back with them in their own clinical settings, that they're, working with their